So we want Weltkrieg... No, pre-Weltkrieg cruiser hull. Battleships, battle cruisers, Panzerschiff, cruiser. Weltkrieg, 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 oh, here we go, pre-Weltkrieg hull. Now what I want you to have, for a start, is sonar. You can't even... Wait, can you put a float plane on here? Yes. Okay. This would work. Because your only job is to find enemy ships. It's not to fight them. The refit cost is only 500, which is about half the price of a new destroyer. That's worth it. So we're going to call these... Who just subbed? 94th. We're going to call these the 94 Minotaurs, because that's how long we expect them to live. It's just too bad you can't get radar. The newer ones can. So now if we go to you and you and upgrade you to 94th Mint. Aha! We can apparently upgrade them. Well then. Build me one more of each of those. And then we'll start refitting all of those destroyers. Cool. Well, in that case, we can also upgrade these. Are they all Birmingham classes? No. Right, what's the difference? Problem is they all have the ancient engines still. So the Weymouths, 2 guns, AA. That's it really. Chatham, 2 guns, AA. Okay, so there's no difference between the Weymouths and the Chathams. I kind of suspect that there's no difference between any of these. Nope, those are all the same. And then the Birminghams. Same. Calliope, same. Okay, so all I need to do is find the base hull. That seemed to work. So we scroll all the way down again until we find cruisers. And these are Weltkrieg cruisers. So it's these. Here we go. So we want you to have sonar. We want you to have float planes. You still can't have radar either. And you are going to be slightly more expensive. So what do we call these? These are going to be the Requins. And we're just going to upgrade all of these to Requin class. Damocles is nukes, yeah. Back to gaming, this is now my default chill while I play stream. Cool. Good to hear. Old cruisers can park a meter away from the subs and go, nope, nothing on radar, sir. I really don't like how these just seem so spotty as to whether they can actually upgrade or not. Let's make this into a Requin 2 and see if it appears in the list. Requin 2 comes with sonar and a float plane. Ah, Requin 2 is there. Boom! Okay, that seems a little gimmicky, but never mind, it works. If it works, it works. Okay, then we've got Interwars. Whoops. Which are the 3s, not the 4s. Then we're going to upgrade you lot into War Cruiser Mark 1. These are going to be... Who else has subscribed today? A-Spec! And you're going to get sonar and float planes. And you're all going to upgrade that. And then you guys are also going to upgrade to this, which is going to be the Dark Fighter. Ah! The level 4s can have radar. So the level 4s are the first ships where it's just like, yeah, okay, these are really good for their job now. I mean, at least they all have spotting. Surface detection 37, sub detection 16. Now we're talking. You know what I've forgotten to do? Any kind of anti-sub warfare? Yeah. Probably need that. And those can become dark fighters. There we go. So what are these? These are also older ships. So the tier 3s can upgrade into... You can have sonar. We've got crappy torpedoes. I'm not going to strip those out though. Nope, wrong one. And then AA. Anti-sub, rather. And then these are horned pandas. Just making this whole thing worse. Just adding a whole bunch more. Horned panda. Save. Upgrade. Okay. These guys. Tier 2s. I don't know why the tier 2s don't appear here. These are going to be Ice Mage. They are going to get sonar and anti-ship warfare. And then these two super modern ships apparently can't upgrade. And they are actually tip-top anyway, so those are Mordreds. Yes, they are, and you can't get better than a Mordred. Cool. Okay. So, like, the entire escort fleet is currently in the process of being upgraded. I wonder if it's a good idea to go full Japan and stuff a cruiser full of torpedo troops. You can. It's entirely reasonable. The only problem is having decent screens is a pretty hard counter to torpedoes. I think I now realise why torpedoes are so strong in the meta, because having large fleets is so dangerous. Like, the first couple of battles that we saw, our positioning was like 16% to their 100% because we just sent so many ships in. And having seen how people control their fleets, just death stack attack, that doesn't work anymore. You actually have to organise your fleets. Am I going for a carrier fleet or do I focus on battleships? This time around I'm focusing on carriers. Am I going to take out Portugal? Yes, probably. And probably fairly soon. Okay, so we decided to go for the motorised mechanised. I think we're going to go ahead and do that again, seeing as we've actually got some points. And no, we didn't get any decisions to buff up our allies. A little disappointing. That's why I prefer land countries. But man, the guns added so much to the naval warfare. Like, I'm still learning precisely how it works, but I like all the possibilities. I like the range of things you can do. It's cool. I'm very much looking forward to having things like tank designers and aircraft designers in the same way that you have them for ships. And then I think land battles are going to be a lot better. Okay, so we're regenerating fuel now, which is good. Ah, that's an Entente fleet, is it? Hello, Puppet. Well, in that case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... What did you suggest calling it? The Quick Reaction Force. QRF. QRF. So you lot are going to be based in Brittany. Where you are sailing right now. Although there are still quite a few enemies in the North Sea, but we have 2 strike fleets assigned to the North Sea. And apparently none to the western approaches. Really. Let's check that. Okay, I also want the Bay of Biscay being added. We immediately spot some. Hi! That's a massive fleet. 48 escorts, 9 capitals. Going after a dreadnought there. Good. Okay, so you are strike forcing Biscay right now. And are you actually going after? Yes, you are. Nope, decided not to. Not quite what I had in mind, guys. Meanwhile, my destroyers are hunting down a dreadnought. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Although here, 0 screen, so these guys' torpedoes will be more effective. And I do have all of my destroyers are torpedoes, I think. Actually, yeah, that may not be true. Not for this game. Tartan Tory, thank you very much for the follow. And God Emperor Leto, thank you very much for the follow as well. Welcome to the channel. No assigned you're in Bay of Biscay. You're assigned. Oops, that's the western approaches. No, you're allowed in the western approaches and in the Bay of Biscay. Why won't you go out? We have them... Oh, QRF target too strong. Because you're on medium risk. I see. Waiting for one ship. Yes, leave. You repair. There. Ottoman Empire took 27 provinces, Ethiopia took 3. Egypt, Mashriq, Somalia and Saudi Arabia have all been annexed. Alright, get a bit closer, come on. Between the both of you, I'm sure you can take out this Entente fleet. Now the question is, I don't know how these two will, like, talk to each other. If they will. Target too strong, target too strong. Okay, so what if we had them working together? Really? I was hoping that they would go, okay, between us, we can take this. Off they go. Is that both? That's both. Here we go, battle is joined. Alright, cool. So, we have 100% screening with our 49 destroyers. They have 91%, so we can get through their screens. We have 4 carriers, which is apparently our limit, so we can actually have 4 carriers now, not just 3, because of base strike. They have no carriers. This is their flagship. We have 4 dreadnoughts versus their 4 dreadnoughts. They also have 4 fast battleships. We have none. So this is really going to be carriers versus battleships right here. We have far more depth charges, but there don't seem to be any submarines, at least none we can see. They don't have great anti-air, only 15, and we do have a lot of planes, most of which are naval bombers. They have 600 torpedoes, we have 1,300, so our destroyers have more torpedoes, and their shortage of screening is going to be a problem there. We have 321 long-range attack, they have 600, so they have roughly double the shots that can arch over the destroyers and hit the dreadnoughts. And then 146 light attack against 207. So they have slightly more light attack, which is going to be just these two. So light attack is against these, heavy attacks are over the heads, and then carriers are over the top of that with torpedoes shooting through any gaps in the screens as they see them. Okay, so they do have some Portuguese bombers have joined the fight. We've lost screening of the back line because of bad positioning. So they have 100% positioning because they're a smaller fleet, so we're going to be suffering some penalties. Oh, and also new ships during combat. Once that penalty's gone, we'll be pretty straight up. And we have our recon destroyers coming in to support, I think. And we're sinking the big ships. Their big ships have run away. Their little ones are actually a lot slower. And we're doing some pretty significant damage to them. Oof. This pilot promoted, and there we go. Battle. So we sank 2 fast battleships, a cruiser and a destroyer, and we lost no ships. I risk my ass. Well done, guys. Well done. You guys don't have any fast battleships in your fleets. You should do. Let's get the tier 5s and just stick them in there for a moment. They should get shared out. Oh, hold on. Before you guys head home. I know what you're trying to do. Ah, you've already decided to go and repair. He did not take that much damage. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a little bit strange. I'm going to say, do not repair. Illegal. I'm going to do it myself. So hopefully these split off separately. I have no idea if this is actually working. This is my one problem with this system, is the repair system is still kind of finicky. Because we could sink this fleet now. We did that much damage to them. In fact, you know what? I'm going to merge these together. Because we should have enough ships available. Here we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so they actually need to be added to the list. And now they'll detach automatically and go and bloody well repair. Then the remaining ships can go and fight. Because I'm fairly sure that we're in a much healthier position than they are, considering they lost so many capitals. And then I will say, go repair after this. Oh, you refuse to fight. No, we lost vision. I think. Well, regardless, I think the QRF does need to be the bigger fleet, so this is a pretty good QRF. We're missing the dreadnoughts, but I think that's because those have gone to repair. Yeah, we have a bunch of ships off repairing right now, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to send the QRF back to Britain, to Portsmouth, and we can send you from there. 6 destroyers, nice. And another destroyer. So the naval bombers are getting pretty good at their jobs. Another destroyer, sweet. Okay, so we have 2 strike forces still available. So English and North, and then this is going to be Western English. So English North is based out of there. And you are going to be based up Galway, I would say. Or Dublin. No, we'll say Galway. And I think I may even upgrade Galway because that's going to be a really important port. To your level 8. Because the bigger your naval base, the more ships you can repair concurrently. How's the German manpower situation? This has been a real stalemate, so there hasn't been a lot of fighting. So their manpower is going to be fine. Yeah, it is. Like, this is really a proxy war with the CSA, the CNTFAI, which have already won, and then the Soviets. And as those guys start joining the Internationale, we'll get stronger. Plus, this war just started really early. Like, it's 1940 still only. Alright, now we're getting a lot of ships, but we should, yeah, be well and truly into the refits. And those will get done quickly. Plus we have 20 dockyards right now being used to repair. Because of that showdown with the Entente. But we sank quite a few capital ships, and that's hard to recover from. So you can really see the weakness of the Entente dreadnoughts, because they are much easier to damage than the German ones are. The German ships must be newer. Victory on the home front. Even more stability. 96 now. Sweet. Oh no, we already were. And more importantly, consumer goods used. We're back down to 0. -4. That's what I like to see. Huzzah. Okay, next up. Republican Air Force? Marines? We do still need to upgrade our army, that's true. I think it's... Let's do the Marines just so we get that Marine Tech bonus. Before I forget. What this really needs is a detach and repair button. Even if it's already in port and repairing, it still needs that detach so you can send the fleet as a whole out. Right, did I ever actually replace these? No. So English North is strike force here, and here. And then English North. No, this is West English. Not at all confusing having the task force name something else. It's going to be strike force here. And then you send those off to repair. I think in a slower multiplayer game I might try and micro that. I think it would actually be easier to keep your ships out and about and just have like direct control over who's repairing at any time. Northern Germany looks right for some havoc. I think the next attack I'm going to do is on Portugal. Speaking of which, how's their training coming? Ah, you're done. Excellent. Let's have you lot assigned to the militia pool. And you lot assigned to Sterling. And Sterling's crew is also done. Fantastic! In fact, we could do an invasion of Portugal from Iberia. We have military access. Ooh, William Gott has leveled up. We're just going to make you super duper defensive. Which I think does actually kind of mean that you guys should be with Mr. Attack. No. Crap. That was wrong. Gott's my attacker. Right, Gott is no longer the attacker. I'm gonna hire some new commanders. This is getting silly. The only reason he's here is because he's an armor officer. So if I can find anyone else who is an armor officer, I will take it. Although, actually, let's put you in charge of them. And then you can join that. And you can be split out. No, that's wrong. You're there. You're split out. Not quite what I meant, but it's fine. Yes, sir. And you. And then the other dude, what was he all about? See, he's also really defensive, because he's taken... yeah. I really need an attacking field marshal. Ready. Hell, I could even make Hobart. No, because he's already taken an ability. Can't afford anymore. Alright, so you are super defensive. You're going to be... Witheringham. Right? Hell, Sutherland Aitken could be even better because he's got the urban defences. Britain's pretty urban. And your deployments are all of these places, so... You're the defensive force. There we are. Decision made. With your level 6 defence and your field marshal. Scapa, Fleur and Shetland. Don't forget those.